Hey y'all, welcome to Child's Cuisines. Today we're making blackened catfish. We're going to start with some fresh, clean catfish. Now I got this from the seafood market. Get it from wherever you can find it. Right here I'm just placing olive oil on each fillets. Now this olive oil will help seal in your seasonings. After we season this up, we're going to marinate it in the refrigerator for about 10 minutes just so that fish can soak in those flavors. Now we're going to flip it over and add olive oil to the next side. So we're first going to season with some Sazon seasoning. Add a little bit of sea salt, of course, salt to flavor. I'm going to add Sazon seasoning just for the color. I love to have some type of color on my food, but that is optional. I'm just going to add some seasonings like Old Bay seasoning, chili powder, garlic powder, onion powder, Jamaican allspice seasoning. And this will help create that blackening look to your fish, not burnt, but blackening. Pushing in those seasonings so they can seal into the fish. Now we're going to flip it over and repeat the same steps. Now in a preheated skillet, we're going to add in some olive oil. And then we're going to add in a little bit of butter for more flavor. Let that melt in. Once that is melted, go ahead and add your catfish to your pan. And just patting it down a little bit to make sure it gets that perfect sear. Now I'm going to show you how to make my sauce. So simple, just a little bit of heavy cream. I'm going to add some basil leaves and some seasoning. Here I'm just adding a little cornstarch to thicken it up. Usually I use cheese, but for some cream sauces I would like to use the cornstarch. And I had this on a medium low heat, and we're just going to let that heat up. I will have these ingredients as well in the description box below. Now I'm searing my catfish for a good 5 minutes on each side just to see how it looks. You can add it to the oven if you need to. I just let mine sear on the bottom side a little longer. So after I check it 4 to 5 minutes to see how I like it. You don't want it to burn too much. As you can see, I had a hard time. That's a big piece, but I'm just flipping that over and I'm going to let it sear on the other side. Now our sauce is done. I added a little bit more heavy cream after that. Add to your liking depending on how thick you want your sauce. Once you cut your stove off, it will thicken up even more. So catfish is done, your sauce is done. Perfect, so quick and simple. If you decide to recreate this dish, be sure to tag me on Instagram at Chaz's Cuisines.